That's how you're starting this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Reality. Listen,
Right, we
thank
do. Well,
you.
they know all that stuff. We'll just dive right in. Thanks for joining us.
I
It's the
don't
Monday
know.
morning consciousness meditation with Liz Cross and Mr. Reality and 55 of our closest friends. We're a little light this morning. I guess everybody started their holiday vacation early.
Yeah, and that's cool, right?
Good for them.
So we do have a couple of new people here, and they're just still getting to grips with what's actually going on. So what we're doing is we're using bilateral tapping and certain phrases to do energy healing. And just thank you all for being here. Now, what we have come across as of late, if you are prone to seizures or seizure activity, you have a history of seizures, please, please, please go get medical clearance before you do the CTT. Okay, because it really rewires and activates the brain. I would suggest you go get medical clearance. Now, over the weekend, has anybody seen, and I don't know if you've seen this, Mr. Reality, and it's a really kind of dark, Baby Reindeer. Have you seen that series?
Rudolph? No.
No, no, it's this British thing. Oh my God. And it kept coming up in the recommended list on Netflix. But bearing in mind, I never hardly ever watch TV. I don't get to choose what I watch on TV. These kids and my husband, they dominate the TV. So I have to just glance at whatever they have. Baby Reindeer. Okay.
All right. I've never heard of
It,
such thing, but if you're out there,
it's really dark.
watch out.
And it's about this guy who was stalked and then he was raped and he was a victim. Anyway, the problem was he kept going back and he couldn't figure out why he actually kept going back to these people that were trying to harm him, that were abusing him. And in like the last episode or the episode,
No, don't tell
no,
people the last
no,
episode. You
listen,
do this
listen, I'm
all the
not
time.
giving
She's
it
like,
away.
and then you'll never guess who Luke Skywalker's father is.
I have no idea who Luke Skywalker's father is. Who is Luke
Well,
Skywalker's
no
father?
spoilers for people. Don't ruin
Oh,
the.
no, no, no. In the end, no, I have to tell you. Or we shut shop. In the end, he said, I figured out, are you ready for this? I figured out that I was addicted to people hating me. Or no, sorry, wrong. I was addicted to people. No, I was addicted to hating myself. That's what it was. I was addicted to my self hate. So that's what I thought we would work on this morning. Like our addiction to our self hatred, right? So, why is it we keep doing things that are not good for us? Liz, put the cupcake down, right? Seriously, I can't have cupcakes in my house. Liz, put the cupcakes down. What? Smokers, excessive drinking, excessive eating, whatever it is that you guys all do, right? What is it that you do because you're addicted to your self hatred? And I thought that is so perfect. Wait till I tell the group. Not only will they have a good thing to watch, but mind you, I will tell you, it's kind of disturbing in parts, right? It's very good, but it's very disturbing in parts. But I thought, yeah, why are we addicted to self sabotage and self hatred? Like, what is up with that? So, if everybody's good with that, I don't know what's going to happen during the session. I never do. But I thought, yes, this will be our theme. What is it that keeps drawing us back into the self hatred? Well, obviously, it's the absence of self love, right? But why? Why do we have this absence of self love? And so I think it's going to open up a whole can of earthworms. All right. So, anybody confused about what we're doing this morning?
I'm
Anybody
very
not
confused.
know? Okay, you're confused.
I need help. We are hating ourselves more. No, we are getting rid of the self-hate that we are addicted to. And to do that, we are tapping bilaterally as I say the words aloud. The words may be difficult, but we're doing it for ourselves and for the family and for our group. And we're trying to remove those emotions and reprogram ourselves into a better outcome.
Yes, yes. Because, we know relationships are bad for us, but why do we keep going back? Or we know this job is toxic. Why do we keep showing up? Why don't we just find another job? What is it about us that makes us stay in these situations that are not good for us? Well, because we're addicted at some level to the toxicity and the self hatred. Sounds good to me. Okay, so if Diana is here, can you give us a sample tapping, please?
Diana is
Just for
not here
everybody.
today.
She's not here. I'm going to have to email her. Where is she? All right. Anybody else want to be a volunteer just to show how we tap on the arms, please? Just put your video on and you'll flash up at the top of the screen. And you will just show the arm position and the tapping. Oh, here she is. Hello. Good morning.
Come here.
It's Ilda. All right, Ilda, show us your arm position, please.
We just like to
Show
stress do not CTT and drive, even though that's what Hilda's doing at the moment.
No wonder she gets in so many car crashes. Her hands aren't on the wheel. All right, see how Hilda's doing it there? That's exactly perfect arm placement. Thank you so much. You're awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to open where you should be is where Mr. Reality is. Okay, you're going to follow me. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now. Oh,
That
he's
part of our
muted.
beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Why the pyramid, Liz? Because that strengthens the connections and the communication and the information. Why the Faraday cage, Liz? Because we need to protect ourselves. We're working in a group. All right. Second part, treasures, right out of George Duisman's opening for CTT. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to see, recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
And the last one, which is very, very important, okay? If you are doing the affirmation tail ender process, Liz, what's that? It's what we do every Monday, okay? We say our manifestation, then we let everything go, all right? You have to do this step, and you also need to do the closing. For those of you that are here right now, I urge you from this point onwards, do not leave until close, okay? If you have to leave for whatever reason, like your husband or wife drops a load of drinks and explodes all up the walls and all that, okay, then fine. But make sure you go back and you review a video on the CTT channel and you go to the closing. All right. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers
of all of our spiritual helpers
and divine teams.
and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world.
They will transport it into the spirit world.
And they will transmute it into white light positive karma.
And they will transmute it into white light positive karma.
Back into the universe.
Back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. Well, that's the opening done. Let's go home. Teasing. How are we going to word that, Mr. Reality? We're addicted to self-hatred or hating myself. We're addicted to self-hatred.
Easily and joyfully self-hate. No, let go of the self-hate.
Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to overcome all of our addictions to self-hatred. No, that's too complicated. Easy. Anybody have any ideas? Easily and joyfully manifest. Oh, we're already getting tensed up bodies here. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum. Always say the optimum in your tapping, folks. Never say the ultimate. You don't want to know what the ultimate can do. It can take you right off this earth plane. Oh, I want to manifest the ultimate ascension. Okay, bye. Wait, where'd she go? Right? Optimum. Never use ultimate. Easily and joyfully manifest the ability to optimally let go of self-hatred. Yes, but we want to let go of the addiction. So we want to overcome the ability to optimally overcome the addiction to our self-hatred. Optimum, manifest the optimum ability to overcome, I'm writing this down, our addiction. That's very important to our self-hatred. Oh, Well, you don't want to label it as the unconscious self sabotage because that will only focus on the unconscious or the subconscious. It could be held in the DNA, brought through from past lives, even in the soul. So you have to really, that was a good example and a good try there, but you have to really, really watch your wording. Okay. You don't want to you want to get the right balance where you're not labeling things too much, right? Because that's really conscious mind. You want your soul to bring the information forward. Liz, where do you get the information? Well, that's all your souls talking to me as we're doing this. All right, I think we got it. Mr. Reality, can you just approve that for us? Optimum ability easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to overcome our addiction to our self-hatred without negative consequences. I like that. Now we're going to have to use without negative consequences because as we're empowering ourselves, we don't want negative consequences. Is that good with you, Mr. Reality?
Sure, we'll see what comes out.
Oh, Lord. I'm scared. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to overcome
to overcome
all of our addiction
all of our addictions
to our own self-hatred.
to our own self-hatred.
Ooh, my throat is already tight. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
My throat is already tight. As soon as we started tapping, bang, in the throat. What did you get?
I got just somebody walking into a room with their eyes closed, feeling around in front of them. So we're blinded to that emotion.
And a lot of us don't realize we're even self-sabotaging, right? Or even if we do realize it, we don't know why. That's what I'm picking up from that, your dark room. I got like if some of us would have the choice, we treat ourselves so badly, we would just throw our own selves into the pit of fire. So that says to me, like, we're just A, miserable here, and B, so guilty about mistake. Like we hate ourselves so much, we would throw ourselves on the fire. Oh, this is going to be a big one. I can feel it already. All right, let's let go and heal. If you guys get anything, yeah, here we go. Everybody's got throat block, chest tightness, burning. Oh my God. It's already started early. Usually it's about 2 or 3 rounds in. We're like, okay, throat hurts. Now it's immediate. This, I'm telling you, when I heard that line in that movie or whatever you want to call it, series, I was addicted to my self-hatred. I said, yes, yes, yes. That is it. That's the root. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I self-sabotage,
I self-sabotage,
but I don't even know that I do it.
but I don't even know that I do it.
I'm not consciously aware.
I am not consciously aware.
I hate myself so much
I hate myself so much.
that I'm happy throwing myself on the fire.
I'm happy throwing myself on the fire.
Nobody else likes me. Why should I like me?
Nobody else likes me. Why should I like me?
I'm prone to self abuse.
I am trying to self-abuse.
What else?
I don't like what I see in the mirror.
I don't like what I see in the mirror. I attack myself all the time.
I attack myself all the time.
I put myself down.
I put myself down.
I don't allow myself to be happy and joyful.
I do not allow myself to be happy and joyful.
I make sure I keep myself in line.
I make sure I keep myself in line.
And I do that through self sabotage.
And I do that through self-sabotage.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, throat tightness still present. I felt some of it go, but it came back. That just means you peeled off another layer, and now the layers are trying to, they're stacking. So, yep, cough, headache on right side. Yep, yep. All right, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
I got the feeling of it's still just I can't see anything. I can't see what's in front of me, so that I'm deliberately walking into a fog or into a dark place.
So, it's easier to not know than it is to know. That's what I'm pulling from you. I'm getting that so very strongly. It's easier to not know than to know, because to know is to change. So, ooh, sharp pain in front of head. So I know that's a good that's a good line. I'm telling you, we're going to fill this one today. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
The unknowing
The unknowing
is better than the knowing.
is better than the knowing.
Knowing means I have to change.
Knowing means that I have to change.
It means I have to take responsibility.
It means I have to take responsibility.
I am accountable for what happens to me. Ooh,
I
that's
am
huge.
accountable for what happens to me.
I can no longer just blame the other person.
I can no longer just blame the other person.
I can't have a pity party.
I cannot have a pity party.
I must recognize all of my faults,
I must recognize all of my faults,
and I must try to change them.
and I must try to
Change them.
change that.
What else? What else is there? Somebody says I'm a stuffed toy that no one wants to play with. Protection from hurt, even though we hurt ourselves first.
I throw myself under the bus for others.
Oh, I throw myself under the bus for others. Yes.
I turn my back on myself.
I turn my back on myself. Being the victim is easier than taking control.
Being a victim is easier than taking control.
What else? I've spent a lifetime running from the trauma.
I've spent a lifetime running from the trauma,
I don't want to go back there.
and I don't want to go back there.
It's too scary.
It's too scary.
I don't have enough energy left to overcome this.
I don't have enough energy left to overcome this.
I'm not powerful enough.
I'm not powerful enough.
Self sabotage is my best pattern
Self sabotage is my best friend.
and my best friend. Yeah. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Whew. I'm feeling so many energy sensations. What did you get?
I got the feeling of being like an anchor, a boat dropping anchor in a big storm. So you're just gonna weather out the storm no matter what.
Boat dropping anchor in a
Usually
big.
they try and leave the storm, get away from the storm, but we're just gonna sit there and take it.
Mm, mm, okay. Boat dropping anchor in the big storm. Let me see what that means. I'm telling you, I'm feeling this one, right? It's got me. I felt a jolt of energy just a second ago, like, I'm like, where did that come from? Um, Super heavy. Yeah. The anchor. Yeah, okay. Because you like being this way. Okay. That's what you're picking up on. I've designed my life around my self sabotage. It's who I am. It's part of my character. It's part of my personality, right? It's what we do. Even Daisy feels it. See? My dog's going to hear your dog barking and he's going to start barking soon. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This is our favorite pattern.
This is our favorite pattern.
We love self sabotage.
We love self sabotage.
We have designed our lifetimes around it.
We've designed our lifetimes around it.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
If I wasn't here on the earth plane self sabotaging,
If I was not here on the earth plane self sabotaging,
there would be no reason to be here.
there would be no reason to be here.
Isn't that what the lifetimes are about?
Isn't that what the lifetimes are about?
What else?
I don't know who I am without it.
I don't know who I am without it. This is my personality. This is my character.
This is my personality. This is my therapist.
Yeah, my character therapist. You can call me a therapist. I'll call you a therapist. We can do that. CTT is very therapeutic. Um,
I also feel it in my neck and my throat.
oh, I can tell. I can tell. It's hard to focus when you have these feelings. I'm scared of change.
I'm scared of change.
Who will I be if I don't self sabotage?
Who will I be if I don't self sabotage?
I stop myself from moving forward.
I stop myself from moving forward.
What else? What else?
I'm fundamentally flawed.
I'm fundamentally flawed. What else?
My addiction keeps me anchored.
My addiction keeps me anchored. It's how I have control. Good job. That was a good one.
It's how I have control.
Anything else? Let's keep going. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. My head is heavy. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
Oh, I just feel really dizzy. Like a whirlwind or like a fast, uncapped, ungoverned merry-go-round. I'm not necessary. I'm unworthy and unlovable. My addiction is a disease that cannot be cured. Other people feel lightheaded.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Exactly. So I feel like there's like an anvil on my head, right? I feel like there's this, like somebody's put a piano and I'm like holding this
Like a
piano on my
cartoon
head.
anvil.
Yeah, like your cartoon anvil. I'm getting that. It's like I feel this weight and pressure on my head.
When I was a little kid, I always wanted to go to an anvil store because I liked them in cartoons.
Hmm.
Middle of the back, I'm hanging from a noose. I have a minty, tingling feeling up and down my spine. Suddenly, I have upper back pain, the middle of my back. So people are feeling it in their back and in their neck. What is this? What is the root of this
Mm.
dismay and discomfort for all?
Okay. So somebody says, I think the addiction is an entity. It's not an entity attachment per se. When I think of entity attachments, I think of a being, a dark being that's trying to host and to attach to you. So that being is separate from you, but it's attached to you. That's what I consider an entity attachment. There's a lot of blurred lines between vocabulary in this kind of field, but that's what I got. Now, what this is, energy, because everything is energy, and this is a negative energy within us, right? And it's easier to remove because we can just remove this by bilateral tapping. If this was an entity attachment, you would be fighting this entity to get it to go. And you don't want to do that, right? I've been in that fight before, not with me, but I was doing CTT. Me and George were doing CTT to remove an entity attachment. It was extremely difficult, and it wasn't successful. It was going to work out that it needed like 20, 30, 40 sessions. Okay, so um if you guys get anything, just of course drop it in the chat. And what did you get again? You just felt you what did you get?
I feel like my head is spinning like a carousel.
Okay.
A lot of
Car-
confusion.
Carousel. Oh, not the one where you sit on the horse and ride around, not that. All right. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep working through this. If you guys get anything, make sure you drop it in the chat. All right, let's go. Here's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
all of this heaviness.
all of this heaviness.
It has plagued me for many lifetimes.
It has plagued me for many lifetimes.
I don't know how to deal with it.
I don't know how to deal with it.
I don't know how to let it go.
I don't know how to let it go.
How will I live without it?
How will I live without it?
I have low self esteem.
I have low self esteem.
I don't deserve good things.
I don't deserve
Good things.
th- that.
Good things.
Good
Good things.
things to me. I
Yeah.
don't deserve them. I can't even say it.
I enjoy being stressed out.
I enjoy being stressed out.
I enjoy not having options.
I enjoy not having options.
What else?
It's my ancestral trauma, and I have to deal with it.
It's my ancestral trauma. I have to deal with it. I have to pay the piper.
I have to pay the piper.
I've learned through many lifetimes that I am not powerful
I've learned from many lifetimes that I'm not powerful,
and I'm not ever supposed to be.
and I'm not ever supposed to be.
We are not supposed to take control.
We are not supposed to take control.
We are supposed to stay small.
We are supposed to stay small.
And we do this with our self hatred.
And we do this with our self hatred.
What else? Anything else? That We'll finish this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
This is so heavy. I'm having difficulty thinking.
Yeah, me too. I feel like my head is in a vice. Just being like something's got you locked. You know, and it's almost like when you want someone to turn their attention and look at something, you put your hands on both sides of their head and like turn their head in a certain direction to say, "Hey, look at that." I almost feel like there's a vice keeping me from looking in another direction.
Mm, mm. It's like,
Echoey, difficult to comprehend, confusion, a funk in the head and my sore arms like I'm melting. So a lot of people are feeling the same lightheadedness that I felt before, and this feeling of don't look in another direction, only look straight ahead. Because that is your addiction. That's the only path that you have in front of you, is that path to addiction and self-sabotage. There's no other path. You can't turn your head. It's just you're stuck on it.
and the brain is wired for that, right? Because of your negative energy in your framework of self-hatred and that addiction to self-hatred, you what your brain wires around that. Okay, when you're fighting an addiction, you're fighting brain wiring. That's what people don't understand. And just to briefly go into something, when we're born, and I'm going to talk about this extensively in another video, but when we're born, we don't come into the world with a large ego, right? Our ego is relatively small, just enough to cry when we need something. But then we soon learn, some of us, we soon learn that our needs are not being met. So what is that? That's trauma. What happens with trauma? Well, if they're not going to meet my needs and help me survive, now I've got to meet my needs and help me survive. So this is where you start to see the ego growing, right? And the more trauma that you have, the larger this ego starts to become. Well, then what happens? Well, narcissists have an overinflated sense of self. Why? Because their ego is off the charts, right? And the reason it is through the untold trauma that they've had to deal with, and they've had to, right, make sure that they survive. Somebody says, Judy says, protection. And that's exactly right. And that's why you have people with these big egos. It's a defense mechanism. If your needs are being met, your ego is small, right? It is. And what is also great is the ego is malleable. So over time, it does bend and shape and shrink and grow, whatever your circumstances are. But it's the ego that fuels the addictions. And like I said, I'll go into a big video about this. I'm going to have to structure it in a certain way, but that's the basis of addiction. It's the ego working with the brain, because the ego is separate from the brain, right? So the ego is feeding the brain, give me, give me, give me. Now the brain is wired, because the brain wires for survival. The ego sends the biggest message, and then you're fighting the brain wiring. That's why breaking free of addiction is so hard. And the reason the brain wiring is able to sustain itself is because it's dipping down into those energy fields, right? It has to pull from it. Well, if you remove the energy from the framework that the brain is using to fuel the addiction, to keep the ego fed and to keep the addiction fed, okay? Because the brain wants what it wants. Well, if that energy's not there, guess what? Bing, no addiction. And I've been doing a lot of CTT sessions on addictive behaviors, not this kind of stuff, the past life stuff. This is like CTT light. What we do here in the group, CTT light. The real stuff is in the past life regression. But you, as you remove that energy, if the brain wiring has nothing to pull from, it's gone, right? Now, when you are re-traumatized, depending upon the individual's perception of it, now here we go again. So there's a particular lady in our group that keeps getting re-traumatized on a daily basis. We do the CTT on a Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, she's re-traumatized, right? So that's, yeah, that, but here what we're dealing with is this self-hatred. Well, this self-hatred energy that's within us, that's fueling all this self-sabotage and addictions and everything else we have. Okay, so where do we go from here? Let me tap into what we're all feeling, because we're all feeling very uncomfortable, myself included. I'm telling you, Liz, put the cupcake down. I shouldn't even said cupcake, because now I want one. Okay, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
My head's in a vice. I can't look any other direction but straight ahead into the trauma.
And that's exactly right. Okay, because addicts, they live for the moment, not for the future. Addicts rarely plan for the future. Okay, that is something so true. They don't care about the future. They care about the here and now. How am I going to feed this addiction? Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are only concerned with the here and now.
We're only concerned with the here and now.
Our awareness won't stretch further out.
Our awareness will not stretch further out.
We cannot extend our consciousness
We cannot extend our consciousness
and see the big picture.
and see the big picture.
It's just the here and now is all that matters.
It's just the here and now is all that matters.
What else? My brain won't let me have my way.
My brain won't let me have my way.
I cannot fight the brain wiring.
I cannot fight the brain wiring.
I am out of control.
I'm out of control.
I'm a slave to the addiction.
I'm a slave to the addiction.
I'm addicted to the self-hatred.
I'm addicted to the self-hatred.
There's no connection to source.
There is no connection
to source.
to source.
And why would source do this to me anyway?
And why would source do this to me anyway?
I can't see any way out.
I can't see any way out.
What else?
I found myself, I'm asking why I'm doing this. Is it for
I'm
me or
found,
someone else?
I found myself and I'm asking why I'm doing this. Is this for me or someone else? I'm
I have a
addicted to trauma
codependency
bonds.
addiction.
I have a codependency addiction. I love trauma bonds.
I love trauma bombs.
They are the hardest things to break.
They are the hardest thing to break.
I'm in denial.
I'm in denial.
I feel guilty.
I feel guilty.
I'm ashamed of who I am.
I'm ashamed of who I am.
What else?
I'm tired of life not being fair,
I'm
and the
tired of life
addiction
not,
helps.
I'm tired of life not being fair and the addiction helps. The battle is too much to handle and I can't do it.
The battle is too much to handle, and I can't do it.
I have failed many times.
I have failed many times.
Why even try?
Why even try?
The failure fuels my self-hatred.
The failure fuels my self-hatred,
And it reminds me how powerless I am.
and it reminds me how powerless I am.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Ooh, you almost said deceiving there.
I did say deceiving, yes.
Right. See that? That's self-sabotage, folks, right there. Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
This could go on all day. I'm going to scale it. Okay. We're going to scale this now. On a scale of 0 to 10, what is the level of our addiction to self-hatred? 10 off the charts.
26.
All right. What did you guys get? 26. 10 plus, 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 plus. Some have it more than others. Yeah, that was a big release. That was a big release. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
It's 10 level off the charts.
10 level off the charts.
We love addiction to self-hatred.
We love addiction to self-hatred.
It's the only thing we know.
It's the only thing we know.
Our basic needs were never met.
Our basic needs were never met.
So why should we love ourselves?
So why should we love ourselves?
What else?
I can't stop this train of self-hatred.
I can't stop this train of self-hatred. It's a runaway train.
A runaway train.
I love to self-sabotage.
I love to self-sabotage.
I have no coping strategies.
I have no coping strategy.
I don't use mindful decision making.
I don't use mindful decision making.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
On a scale of 0 to 10, I'm getting a 7. What are you getting?
I'm getting about a 7 as well.
Okay. All right. Good. Some people are doing better than others. That's okay because everybody has different levels of self hatred, right? All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
this 7 level addiction
this 7 level addiction
to hating ourselves.
to hating ourselves.
Distractions are easy.
Distractions are easy.
It takes our mind off the self work,
It takes our mind off the
the inner work.
the self inner work.
Distractions are my go to.
Distractions are my go to.
It's the only way I can get any relief.
It's the only way I can get any relief.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
I don't know what it's like to live a life of self love,
I don't know what it's like to live
a life of self love.
a life of self love.
People won't like me.
People don't like me.
Oh, that too. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
On a scale of 0 to 10, I'm getting a 4. What did you get?
I also got a 4, but I still feel like it's in my throat.
It is. Okay. Ooh, we got 5s. We got to go with the 5. Got to go with the highest number. All right, let's go. Oh, sorry. Did you get anything attached to that 4? Anybody get anything attached to the 4s or the feelings? Any feelings? Nobody's feeling a thing. Great. We don't feel a thing. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I am confused.
I'm confused.
I don't know what life will be like without these self-destructive behaviors.
I don't know what life would be like without this self-destructive behavior.
My relationships are important to me,
My relationship are important to me,
and I'm trying to hold on to them,
and I'm trying to hold on to them,
even though they're not good for me.
even though they're not
Good for me.
good for me.
I'm a people pleaser.
I am a people pleaser.
I have no motivation.
I have no motivation.
Procrastination is my friend.
Procrastination is my friend.
I like the drama.
I like the drama.
If I didn't have drama in my life, I would have no excitement at all.
If I didn't have drama in my life, I'd have no excitement at all.
I'm bonding with other people that are addicted.
I am bonding with other people that are addicted.
People like for me to stay powerless
They like for me to stay powerless,
so they can control me.
so they can control me.
They can make decisions for me.
They can make decisions for me.
I mentally check out when I engage in self-sabotage,
I mentally check out when I engage in self-sabotage,
and I don't have to worry about a thing.
and I don't have to worry about a thing.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
Oh, I can breathe. Finally, something just popped. Oh, let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, I'm getting a 2. What did you guys get?
I still get a 3, and I feel like I'm being held underwater to drown.
Okay. We'll take the highest number. We'll go 3. It's I don't want to face the battle. And I've convinced myself how perfect I am. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
These 3-level feelings.
This 3-level feeling.
I don't want to face the battle.
I don't want to face the battle.
I have convinced myself that I am perfect.
I have convinced myself that I'm perfect.
My life is perfect.
My life is perfect.
And I compare myself with others.
And I compare myself with others.
And I think to myself.
And I think to myself,
my life isn't as bad as theirs.
My life is not as bad as theirs.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
And that's what keeps me self-sabotaging.
And that's what keeps me self-sabotaging.
I lie to myself.
I lie to myself.
I manipulate myself.
I manipulate myself.
I keep putting myself back into places.
I keep putting myself back into places
where I have no choice but to self-sabotage.
Or I have no choice but to self-sabotage.
And I'm no longer angry about it.
And I'm no longer angry about it.
Because I'm used to putting myself there anyway.
Because I'm used to putting myself there anyway.
Toxic situations.
A toxic situation.
It's all I know.
Is all I know.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
I gotta sneeze. So let's take a deep breath. I guess I'm gonna sneeze it out today. Oh my gosh. Whew, the energy's like trying to pop. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
And it finally released. Okay, on a scale of 0 to 10, we're down to a 1. I feel like we finally released that energy. Everybody's feeling good? Any more tightness around the throat or head? There's still some throat tightness. There's still a little bit there. Jaw, throat, head. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. I'm not good enough to compete in this world.
I'm not good enough to compete in this world.
Let's do it. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
I'm not good enough to compete.
I'm not good enough to compete.
I'll stay small.
I will stay small.
This system is far too competitive.
The system is far too competitive.
And I checked out a long time ago.
And I checked out a long time ago.
It doesn't serve me well.
It does not serve me well.
If I'm forced to live here,
If I'm forced to live here,
I'm going to find a little piece of joy.
I'm going to find a little piece of joy,
And that's with my addictive behavior.
and that's with my addictive behavior.
My self hatred is comfortable.
My self hatred is comfortable.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
The system is broken, and so am I.
The system is broken, and so am I.
It doesn't bother me anymore.
It doesn't bother me anymore.
This is my coping mechanism.
This is my coping mechanism.
Anything else? Pleasure seeking.
Pleasure seeking.
Bad routines, habits, and patterns are my closest friends.
Bad patterns are my closest friends.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Doesn't that feel better? Like I felt it lift, but it was so heavy. It didn't want to go. I feel like we're done. I'm sorry it's run a little over. So let's tap to close. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self love,
and the ability
and the ability
to invoke my self-love
to invoke my self love
instead of my self-hatred
instead of my self hatred
in all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. I am done with a capital D. Thanks, everyone. Ronan's brain is fried, but we'll hold for questions.
Good luck.